imagine what it's like to live in the fishbowl that he does, or maybe I can't. And there's obviously a lot of pressure, and he may be going through things personally. He alluded to them. But that was like a rambling, incoherent, self-indulgent big thing of nothing. First of all, I don't think like obtrusive. I don't think he meant obtrusive. I
was kind of figuring out.
Kyrie, what are you talking about? And also like capitalized spelling of words that aren't supposed to be capitalized. And at the end, he has this big thing. What was it, like life or something like that, as though it's supposed to be some big point or profound. It was juvenile. It was silly. It was hard to understand. There was nothing interesting in it. If he does have something interesting to say, he didn't say it there, or not. He didn't articulate it well. But beyond that, it's like you're playing yourself. You're showing that this stuff is getting to you, the fans are getting to you, and you're doing it on a night when Kemba Walker gave you the business. Kemba Walker's just balling. 39 points. I mean, Kyrie didn't play, but 39 points in a win. The team is better with Kemba Walker, Stephen A. Kyrie, I don't want to compare him to Antonio Brown. But the reason I bring AB up is because I'm like, AB can't get right. AB has got to hit bottom in a way that he understands before he can really start getting himself right. Kyrie, to me, seems to be in a place where he still doesn't understand whatever it is that's going on with him, what's going on with him, so that he can get right. So that he can be the kind of player, well, he is the kind of player, he's a great player. He can be the kind of force in the locker room and on a team that leads to a constructive kind of team chemistry. Because this is the third stop now where you're hearing things. And it started right away. It didn't take a season or anything. It started like a couple weeks in. He's putting on like the greatest show on earth when he's healthy. It's unbelievable how spectacular. But what I say, I expected the team's record to be like the same as last year, because it's not contributing to a better situation than the situation he found. And this look is just a bad look for Kyrie.
I don't disagree with you. I have a different take, but I don't disagree with what you're saying. Max is right. It was a bad look. It really, really was. It was somewhat incoherent for folks that don't know him a little bit or whatever in terms of how he wrote it and what he was trying to emphasize, and he used the word obtrusive. And I'm like, I know what obtrusive means. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. It didn't vibe. It didn't vibe at all. But what I will say to you, let me explain what I deduced from his message. When I read what he wrote on Instagram, here was the bad part about it, and then I'm going to go to, because there's a good part to all of this, believe it or not. But I'm going to go to the bad first. Kyrie Irving just signed for 4 years and $141 million. Mm-hmm. That is an average of over $35 million a year. No, money is not everything, and we all get that. But damn it, it's your job. What you were talking about last night, no disrespect to Kyrie Irving, but fans don't particularly care to hear about that when you're not playing. Now, if you're playing and you're performing, but there are other things going on, fans will rally behind you because you went out there and you did your job in the throes of all of this internal adversity that's going on. But when you've missed your 7th straight game, even though you're averaging 28, 7, and 5 on the season, when you've missed your 7th straight game, when the team is 500, when the belief is supposed to be that you got that money because they're better with you, and then you're not playing, and on top of it all, you don't show up when your team is going against your former team in front of a crowd you promised you would re-sign with.
That's a great point, because a lot of people thought he was ducking a hostile environment.
But see, that's the point.
I think that's unfair.
And I'm not saying it is. I'm not saying it's fair. I think it's important. What I'm saying is I think it's important that Kyrie Irving and his supporters recognize the fact that the fans in Boston were booing you, A, because you said you wanted to be back. B, when you left, Max remembered. He owned it and said it was my fault. I should have been a better leader. I had a bunch of stuff going on. But it was after you left and signed with Brooklyn that you confessed that you didn't do what you were supposed to do when you played for them. So they do have a license under those circumstances to to boo you and heckle you or whatever, as long as it doesn't cross the line. And I don't think Kyrie sucks or, you know what, where's Kyrie is beyond the pale. That's stuff that happens at sporting events. Just don't go beyond that and it's no problem. The flip side to it is, here's where I think it's a beautiful thing. I know Kyrie can ball.
Yeah.
And I know that when you calling him out like that, the next time he is healthy and he shows up at TD Bank Garden, this is not somebody. Kyrie Irving is not the kind of ball player that's going to go like this. They're booing me. Oh, no, especially with Kemba dropping 39. Kyrie's going to be like this.
He might go for 60.
He showed you what he showed you. Now let me show you what I can do. So what I'm saying to you, for me, remember, because I always get back to basketball and loving these moments and the competition. And I'm telling you right now, you know how we use the saying from T.O., get your popcorn ready. Let me tell you something right now. If I got time, I don't give a damn where I'm at. I'm going to fly to Boston for that one. Because Kyrie Irving showing up at TD Bank Garden. Oh, my God. Boston, wait until you see Kyrie on that basketball court. Oh, my God.
I agree. I think that's a great take. I think Kyrie might go for 60.
He might go for 60.
And you know what? Kemba might go for 25. But which team is going to win?
That's fair.
That's my issue with Kyrie. Look, I get that his style of play, to me, I've come to think of him as a type of player who can get you over the top if you have a great team. But maybe it could also mess with the chemistry. But maybe by himself, he's too ball dominant to make the team better. Is his team going to win or lose that game?
I feel you on that.
That's what I want to know.
And I'm saying, just do me one favor for one regular season game. Just ignore it. Because let me tell you something right now. Kemba Walker.
Just enjoy it.
Kemba Walker ain't backing down now.
No. He's going to be on a mission.
Let me tell you, ESPN team, whoever got that game tonight, you air that game. You air that game. That's going to be special.
Listen, look what Joel Embiid did after you called him out.
Well, I love Joel Embiid, but you can't walk.
This was on a whole nother level.
In the Bronx, where the people are fresh.
All right, coming up on this special Thanksgiving episode of First Take, why Stephen A. has a problem with Earl Thomas setting the table for a Ravens Super Bowl. Plus, another homecoming. AD's resulted in a big win in the Big Easy. So why is one of the guys saying there's cause for concern with the Lakers? We'll explain.
I saved hundreds on my car insurance when I switched to Geico. And this is how it made me feel. It was like that feeling when you go to taco night at your favorite restaurant, and they're the best tasting tacos in the entire world. And just when you think it couldn't get any better, they bring you out another taco because they made an extra one.
Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Get new deals all day during Amazon's Black Friday sale, happening now.